Okay.
Back to your regularly scheduled program.
Where is the resignation letter to life? Someone please tell me, where can I put in my resignation to the world? And if you don't know what a resignation letter is a formal letter that is written by the employee to its employer to let them know, listen, I tired of y'all and I out of here. Bye. But for me, where's the resignation letter to life? Now, for you who are thinking extreme, I do not mean by any form or chance. There's no need to think extreme when I say where's the resignation letter to life. It does not mean something as serious as, wanting to commit anything, wanting to DIE or anything like that. It just simply is, it's just an expression of how tired of I am, the breaking point, and I'm sure I am not the only one who feels this way. So with that being said, and that as my disclaimer, who and where can I give my resignation letter to? Hey guys, how are you? Azalea here. I hope you're doing well. I've missed you all. Welcome back to the channel. As you can see by the title of this video, I've already said where's the resignation letter to life. I've reached my breaking point. So let's get into this video. No, but for real, where do I put in my resignation letter? Seriously, is there anyone else out there who's just mentally tired and you just want to go back to the days where there was no stress? You want to go back to the days where your parents had to feed you, they couldn't leave you starving because you were too young to feed yourself, cook for yourself. Don't you just want to go back to days when your parents could have just put your clothes on for you? You didn't have to stress about paying bills. You didn't have to worry about figuring out life. You didn't have to worry about, I think everyone has those days. And it's just you're getting through with everything and you're getting through with life at the same time. But also it's kind of the more you try to control things, the more you try to put your hands and involve yourself when it may be your plan, but it's not God's plan, and you're trying to put your hands in it, it's the more chaos you create, yeah, it's like that. It's you just become stressful, you become frustrated, and it's kind of you need to remember Psalms 46:10. And if you don't know what that says, Psalms 46:10 basically talks about be still, the Lord will exalt you and you will exalt his name. Something along those lines it talks about. But listen, for me, from January, from now, it's been rough out here. It's been ghetto as hell. And I am trying to choose my words carefully because, people will try to throw things in my face like what I put on here. But hey, thanks for watching me. Thanks for being in my personal affairs. And you could go kick rocks. Anyway, but yeah. So please, is there anyone out here who just wants to put in their resignation letter? And to me, it's I've reached my breaking point. I've reached my breaking point because I am just tired, and I'm tired of being tired. And I know there have been several posts at this point where I always talk about me just feeling like I'm going through something. I know in the previous post I did talk about the war within and how I feel like it's been a mental battle between my flesh versus my spirit. But now I'm talking to y'all in the flesh because it's kind of I have an itch. Oh Lord, listen, I don't know how y'all girls just do these ponytails. This thing is so heavy and I'm ready to take this out. It hasn't even been a week yet, but I gotta take this sucker out. But don't I look cute? I know, right? Y'all usually see me with my curly Sue hair, but I feel a little pretty. But anyway, yeah. I know I didn't have no special occasion. I just was tired of doing my hair, to be honest. But now I'm ready to take this sucker out. But anyway, but yeah. But don't you guys just get tired? I don't know what to say. And then it's like I said, that's what I was saying. When you're dealing with your flesh, you have an itch. You just have an itch to just do certain things. And it's don't do it. It's not worth it. And I also have those thoughts where I'm it's not worth it. Don't do it. And it's not anyone has really done anything to me, except the one few times I probably had to deal with them uncircumcised Philistines, and I probably had to deal with Goliath. But yeah, it's just the feeling. And like I said, if you watch my previous video, and I'll make sure I put the link in the description, where I did talk about the war within, it does play a major part in why I'm like, where's the resignation letter to life? And like I said, the next few posts, maybe the next few posts will start to explain a little bit why I've been feeling this, but I'm talking to y'all in the flesh today, like honestly and truly. But yeah, I'm just like over it. I'm tired. And like I said, I have an itch in my skin and just do things my way, but I'm always have to remember it's not on my time, but on his time. And it's not what I do, it's what he does. And it's not really my will, but it's his will. So anybody else can relate? We are now 6 to 7 months. I think we're in our 7th month now. If I'm not mistaken, it's already July. So yeah, it's July. And for the past 6 to 7 months, it's always been one thing after another with like no breaks. 1 minute I'm dealing with work. The next minute I'm dealing with friends and family and I want to be tested. The next minute Riley is coming and causing confusion because I need to take her to the vet or I notice something's going on with her. Then the next minute, my partner and I, we going through something. And then another minute, I'm just like, you know what, I'm ready to throw in my towel and tell y'all to hell with this. Y'all leave me the hell alone. I'm going in my rock because I can't take it. Now, I'm not going into full details, like I said, because when the time is right, I will tell y'all. I will give y'all the story time. And then, like I said, I've mentioned a few times where specifically there was an encounter I had with a certain group of people and they felt some type of way. And it was like, y'all could have pulled me aside if y'all felt some type of way, but instead, y'all wanted to be the devil's advocate and y'all wanted to make it a bigger deal. And then people getting in their feelings because I didn't want to answer no personal questions. And then that turned into a complete poopy show, but oh well. And it's just like the pressure is getting worse. The pressure is getting worse. And I'm just like, what do I do? What do y'all want me to say? And God knows that I am tired. And I think he is sitting in the heavens with his leg crossed, drinking tea, and he's like, you prayed for certain things, and this is the process you're gonna go to. And his pinky's up and he's drinking his tea. I have had an encounter recently where it was like bad communication between me and like this, I don't want to say construction person. And it was kind of like I wouldn't say I was being rushed because I hadn't enough time to do what I was supposed to do, but I was kind of like stalling. And like their communication is just terrible. And one thing about me, I hate terrible communication. And I was like, I think I snapped a little bit. And long story short, like I was out. They were supposed to come to me like from the day before. I told them, okay, you can come on this Saturday for 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock comes, no sign of them. I messaged them. I'm like, hey, good day. You know, it's not raining out by me. I don't know if it's raining by you, but it's not raining out by me. So you can still come here and you can still do what you got to do. You know, I really want to have this project done by a certain time. No call, no show, no response. Later that night when I'm getting ready to go to my bed, I now get a response and they're saying whatever. I'm like, okay, well, tomorrow's not going to work because I have church. I end up going to church. Then they're like, oh, I'm here. And I'm like, how are you? Hey, y'all. And it was just like a whole mix up. And I'm just like, bro, take it easy, Azalea, take it easy. But yeah, it's just been like one thing after another. And like I said, I've been going through it mentally and like I said to you guys in my previous video, I think that is a part of the reason why I kind of stopped posting for a little bit, because I just needed time for myself. And I'm not going to go out of my way to try and create content and make content when I know personally like I'm just not in the best headspace, and especially if I'm feeling pressured in other areas of my life. And it's nothing dramatic, it's nothing serious, so there's no need to, what could be so serious that you're going through? You're so young. Listen, I don't care how old or how young you are. I feel like in our culture, older people love to tell us younger people, like, you don't have no stress, you don't have no kids, so what you know, that needs to be stopped. That whole attitude, especially in our Black culture, especially in the Caribbean, I find that older people love to tell us younger people, what do you have to stress about? What's that? You don't have no kids? You don't really have no serious bills to pay? Even like when we was younger and in school, we had our parents used to say, what are you frustrated about? What are you tired about? You don't do nothing. You do homework, or, and that is something that needs to be stopped. I do not believe in that. I feel like when you hear someone saying they're tired, they're frustrated, they feel stressed out, I don't care if you are as young as being in primary school, junior high school, college, even if you're an adult, but you don't have on the full responsibilities, I feel like older persons need to stop looking at us younger people and trying to say, you're stressed. You don't have nothing to be worried about. You don't have nothing to be stressed about. Your life's just starting, or you just starting in this game. Child, listen, I tell y'all no joke. I had someone come to me and try to tell me, you're not an adult. You're just getting into this adulting world. And I wanted to respond so bad and say, you should be the last person to talk. But yes, I did have someone try to approach me and say, you just coming into this adulting world, you know what it is to be an adult. Let me tell y'all something. If I responded the way I wanted to respond, they was gonna go home. What my coworker say? Pack your Georgie bundle. Hi, Rashay. I think she'd say something like, pack your Georgie bundle and go. Like, if I responded the way I wanted to, trust me, yeah, that was gonna be it. But yeah, I think that is something that needs to be stopped, especially when you hear people say they're reaching their breaking point and stuff like that. Like I love to say, no rules came. There were no rules when we came on this earth. No rule was created to say this is how you do this, is how you do this. This is all of us, this is our first time on earth. We only can use godly wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. We only can go to our spiritual advisor and ask them, hey, how would you handle the situation? Should I feed my flesh? Should I feed my spirit? Do I just learn from the mistakes of others? And other people deal with it with other ways, but yeah. Anyway, I didn't mean to ramble for so long, but... And speaking of talking with spiritual advisors, I did speak to my spiritual mother about this, and I started to seek a little bit of advice just from someone on the outside who would have like a general opinion or thought, who would pray with me and intercede on my behalf. And, she understood where I was coming from with a little bit of frustration and stress I felt. And the enemy is very cunning. The enemy knows that when he can't get you in one area of your life, he will try to always get you in another area of your life. He will always try to aim for the weakest points. But she had to tell me, like, this is life. She had to say, God has you. Everything that you're going through is a process. She did give me a lot of wisdom. She did tell me, like, sometimes you just need to sit down and breathe and just remember God has you. And that's the truth, because oftentimes we get so caught up in the things of this world. We get so caught up in the stress, the frustration, trying to figure out how things are going to get done. We're trying to figure out how, when is the time going to be right for me to start this? Or you may have like as simple as a business plan you want to do, but you want to do it in this certain time period, and every time that time period comes, something comes up. And the truth is, sometimes the time just isn't right. And sometimes it's just best to just sit down, relax, and just breathe, take it easy, and, just don't give up. And now that we're not in the spring anymore. We're now in the summer. In the spring season, I often do talk about, your spring season is your season to bloom. And, for us late bloomers, don't worry, your time will come. But now that we're in the summer, it's still possible to go through your drought season. And I will give y'all a separate post about the drought season. But for me, I feel like I am going through a bit of drought. And I'm going through a bit of what I like to call warfare. And for the people who grow up with the old people in the church, y'all know about warfare, or should know about it. However, I do want to take this time to tell you guys, listen, no matter what, and I know it's annoying to hear this, and I know it's irritating and you get sick of people saying this, but just take it easy. Take your time. Breathe. Everything will happen in its right time. Sometimes everything that you feel is a process. If you feel like you're going through it and you're ready to just snap, breathe. Because you can't see it now. And I know it's very cliche to say this because everybody in their Grammy is say this, but you're gonna get through it. You may not see the light at the end of the tunnel. It may feel like every time you turn around, it's something. And you just want to sit there and cry. And listen, if you have moments where you want to cry, cry. I fairly recently, the other day, cried. Like I was in the shower and since the shower was showering, I just released my little bit of tears that I had, and I'm just like, God, I need you. And I know you said things are gonna get better, and I know you would tell me stop looking at it from one perspective and look at it from a different perspective, but the truth is we all tired. And after I had my crying session and I gathered myself together, I still was moody because I really didn't want anyone to bother me or whatever this past weekend. I just caught myself. So listen, all glory and praise and honor goes to the Lord above. Like I said, I know you can't see past. I know I want to put in my resignation letter to life. I'm sure there are some of you who want to put in your resignation letter to life. I am with you on that. But listen, if you need to go out, go out. If you need to take time for yourself, do that. Just remember to use wisdom, whatever you decide to do, and however you decide to get rid of your stress. Just be smart with it. There's no judgment here. But I'm tired of rambling, but to end this, I know it's rough, I know it's hard, but do not get discouraged. Like some of my friends say, tough times don't last, tough people do. Continue to pray and stay prayed up. We're humans, you're gonna have moments, but just breathe. I know I'm starting to sound like a scratch record, but just continue to breathe. Know that it's not gonna last, and you will get through this. So if you made it this far to my video, thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you guys in my next video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I would like to have my 100 subscribers by the end of August. Thank you. But continue to do well. Keep blooming. Don't choose violence. I love you all, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye, guys. Mwah.